We want to make sure we're helping you, and what ignited that fire for you to come in and visit us here at Starlight Homes.
Definitely.
Within Cedar.
I like that you brought up where they're a problem solver, because that happens with us all the time with buyers. And we went from house hunting to lease hunting. And I was like, guys, what's going on here? Why are we looking at rentals when you were just looking at a house? And I was like, you're engaged, you're about to get married. Like, this is the natural progression of things. Like, you need to be buying a house.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, I just changed jobs, and we just know that, you know, that could have a problem with the lending aspect. And I was like, it's not. I was like, you took a promotion essentially for another company. I'm like, your income went up. And I was like, that's a story we can take to the bank.
Right.
And so that's not a big deal. And then we had another one where she was like, well, I just bought a car and they had to pull my credit and yada yada. And I was like, well, we already had a pre-approval. We're not under contract, so that's not a big deal. Don't buy a car if you're under contract. But she like automatically like ruled herself out of the market. And I called the lender and I was like, hey, she just bought a car. Payment really didn't go up that much. And he was like, it's not a big deal. He was like, her income's so strong, you know, the payment's not a big deal. It only went up like $150 or something crazy.
Yeah.
And he was like, she actually could have went up to like $850 from $500.
Wow.
So we were like, you know, called her and now she's back in the market.
That's
but
amazing.
if we don't know the problem, we can't help the problem.
Exactly.
We need that communication.
So if a consumer comes in and, you know, is afraid to open up, it's going to be a little bit more challenging.
Yeah.
But for those who are open and they're willing to share their story or what got them into being in the home buying process, it really does help us so we can help them with their journey.
Yeah.
A lot of people do rule themselves out. You know, there's a myth. Oh, I need 20% down.
Right.
No, you don't need
No.
20% down. You don't. You just maybe need 3, maybe 3.5, you
Yeah,
know?
absolutely.
Or maybe 0. It just
Yeah.
depends on what you qualify for.
Exactly.
And no one knows until you as an individual do pre-qualify and start that process. It's going to be the number one step.